evening, everyone.
Good evening.
As Hilman said, as most of you may know from my Instagram, I spend almost 50% of my time in a CrossFit gym for about 3 years or so. But ever since graduating, that percentage has bumped up to about 80 to 90%. If I could sleep in the gym, I would, because I'd be back there the next morning anyway. That's because I decided to pursue a side career of being a CrossFit coach and a personal trainer. And as a coach who greets new or potential clients almost every day, I get asked almost the same questions on a daily basis. And if I could address those questions with a presentation slide almost every time, here's how it would look like. One of the first questions that people ask me every time they walk in the gym for the very first time, and I tell them it's a CrossFit gym, they ask me, so what do you do in this CrossFit thing? Is it a fitness program thing? Yes, it is a fitness program. But what better way to explain something that start over with a history? Well, Toastmasters was founded by Dr. Ralph C. Smedley. The CrossFit fitness regimen was developed by Greg Glassman in the year 2000. Greg Glassman decided to redefine fitness as in a measurable way, where it is constantly varied, it consists of functional movements, and is performed at a high intensity. Glassman decided to redefine fitness in such a way that it is how your body adapts to physical demands in our everyday lives. And it can be done even when we're tired. And these are performed with exercises that involves cardio, weightlifting, and gymnastics. Now that is CrossFit in a nutshell. Only about a few months ago, my mother has started to get interested in what I do. So she started asking questions, and she started to say something along the lines of, that's not for me. I'm getting old. I don't need to be doing all that thing. It's for you, young people. So it's funny, because it's something so similar to a question I get from a lot of my clients all the time. They say things like, I'm X years old. I don't need to be an athlete. I don't need to be lifting all those weights and tumbling around. So, is it still for me? The answer is a resounding yes. Because our needs differ by degree, not kind. My mother doesn't need to squat 400 pounds like the 4-time fittest man on earth, Rich Froning. She just needs to squat. They both still need to squat. Froning needs to squat because he needs those stronger legs to be able to lift all the weights in his competitions. My mother still needs to squat because she needs stronger legs to be able to support herself so she can age gracefully and independently. My mother and Froning don't need to be lifting the same amount of weight because their needs differ by degree. Froning for his competitions, and my mother for life. But they both still need to be working the same kind of muscles, the same muscle groups, because they have the same kind of need, which is to be strong. And speaking of being strong, growing up, I used to watch all these weightlifters on TV throw these heavy loads above their heads, and I watched elite gymnasts tumble around and do all these crazy stunts. And they seemed so crazy and far-fetched to me at that time. So I understand whenever clients would come up to me and ask me questions that go along the lines of, isn't it dangerous to be lifting that so much weight? To be doing all those crazy stunts, crazy skills? My answer would always be, anything can be dangerous if it's not done with good form. Lifting a box from the ground could be dangerous and could injure your lower back if it's not done with good form. CrossFit puts form over anything else. For example, learning the deadlift. Learning the good form in deadlift, for example, could teach you how to pick up something heavy from the ground a lot more safely. This kind of mimics functional everyday movements, things we do every day anyways. So, my answer would be, the movements are not dangerous. Bad form, however, is. These are things that I would tell my clients over and over every day. And if they would forget everything I just said, there are 3 things I wish they would take home with them, or I hope they would take home with them. CrossFit is constantly varied, consists of functional movements, and is performed at a high intensity. Our needs differ by degree, not kind. And nothing is more dangerous than bad form. So if any of you were to walk in the gym, you would all bear a bit more knowledge of CrossFit than anybody else who walks in the gym for the very first time. Thank you.